Hey everybody, Merry Christmas. It is 5:03 p.m. on Saturday, December 17th, 2022. And what we're about to do here is bake bread. Now, I'm not going to do this on camera. Now, here's the thing. All I'm doing tonight is making the bread dough. It's going to rise for 10 to 12 hours. So we're of course going to do that off camera. But I want to show you kind of what's going into it and how simple it is to bake bread. It's not really hard to bake a simple bread. I have my beard, by the way, tucked into my shirt. Not because I'm cooking, although I probably would have done that, but mainly because I'm drinking a margarita and I don't like it to run down. Let me grab my apron. All right. And I don't have any software installed on this phone now, so we're okay as far as runtime goes. We should be all right. Whoops. Now right there, what that is my water. I have spring water in there, and to warm that up to room temperature, I have that in a bath of hot water. That's from the tap, just to make sure that it warms up, and it is definitely okay by now. Okay, so let me show you what we've got here. What we have in this bowl is 2 cups of whole wheat flour and 2 cups of white unbleached flour, and a teaspoon of yeast, and 2 teaspoons of salt. So that's what's in there right now. And what we have here, over here, as you can see, is 2 cups of water. All right, now I'm going to I already washed my hands. I'm going to wash them again right now to make sure they're clean, okay? Now, what's going to be exciting about this bread is that we're doing a little bit of a variation. A little bit of a variation on the last recipe. And the last recipe did not have garlic or rosemary in it. And so this recipe is going to have that. And it's going to be wonderful. It really is going to be good. Now, here's the thing. I want to tell you this straight out. This recipe that I'm using, or basing it off of, I want you to look at the ingredients. There's only a couple of ingredients there. There's 4 cups of whole wheat flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, 3/4 of a teaspoon of yeast, and 1 to 2 cups of water. So we're modifying that. Now here's the thing. I am told from what I've read is that using more white flour over whole wheat will give you a lighter bread. Now, this last bread that I baked, exactly according to that recipe, gave me a bread that was good. I enjoyed it. I really did. I was eating it with salted butter, and man, oh, it was good. It's nice to bake your own bread. I hope that I inspire you to try that on your own, because it's not very hard at all. It really isn't. Anyway, so white flour will give you a slightly lighter bread, I'm told. So I wanted to go, now the bread was pretty heavy, and I enjoyed it, but I wanted a lighter bread, more like we know when we buy from the store, you know? That's a little bit more fluffy. So we went with 2 cups of white flour and 2 cups of whole wheat flour. All right, and so, and 1 teaspoon of yeast. A little bit more. I'm just trying it out. I'm used to cooking by now. I kind of know what to do a little bit. So if you don't, just follow that recipe. Follow whatever. Listen, have a good time. All right, here we go. So I'm taking this whisk. I'm just gonna mix this together a little bit, mix the white flour and the wheat flour in there. Oops, holy moly. All right, got a little bit out of there. And here's what I'm gonna do. Now it comes time for bread. Is very simple to make. It's amazing because bread, you think, oh my God, it's bread. Oh, and I'm telling you, it's not totally simple in the sense that, like, I'm sure people that really are really good at making bread, they've got their, you know, but you can make some decent home bread the way I'm doing right now without freaking out, without being too skittish about it, okay? So we're gonna put some dough hooks in here right now. And dough hooks are really good. Whenever you're doing dough, cookie dough or bread dough or whatever, use your dough hooks on here. They're much better than using, you know, the regular things on your mixer. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here. I'm gonna move this out of the way, my drink. I'm gonna have a sip of this. You know whether or not you can cook when drunk. If you can't, don't do it. All right? Or reduce, drink wine or some shit. You know what I mean? Okay. Now what we're prepping for too is pizza dough. I'm going to be making homemade pizza dough pretty soon here. And all right, so this is all set. I'm going to dump this out. Now here's what we're going to do. The idea is this: when we're done with the bread dough, it shouldn't be sticky. It should not stick to your hands like it did last time. When I baked it the first time, it did stick to my hands. Add a little bit more, about a tablespoon each time of flour as you mix. Make sure it doesn't stick to your hands, okay? All right. So here we go. We're doing it. Now after, by the way, I just want to mention, because I'm going to remind myself as well, after we get this mixed up a little bit, we're going to take the cloves of garlic out. And actually, maybe we should do that first. We don't have to do it first, but let's do it first just for the fuck of it. So it's all ready to go. Excuse me. Okay. So what we're going to do, because I'm going to put cloves of garlic, which if you've ever had from the store, the garlic bread is fantastic. We're gonna put cloves of garlic in here, which we're gonna remove from here, from the garlic rose, the stinking rose. And we're gonna put it in there, and it's gonna, oh God, if you've ever had it, it's such a wonderful taste. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm excited to try this bread out. The last bread, like I said, came out so wonderful. Oop. All right, there we go. Get some of these guys away from here. We're gonna use a whole clove, a whole rose. Why not? Or at least near it. If I decide not to, we'll see what goes on. But garlic in bread is just so good, and it's, oh wow. This is the gift of the Lord. And I mean that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take out a little bowl like this, okay, to put the cloves of garlic in. You know, the fastest way I know how to do this is to crush them, but we don't want to crush. I don't think we want to crush them too much. So what we're gonna do is just do a little like that. And what it does is it makes the skin, see? Here, look, it just peels right off. And that's the best thing to do. You don't want to crush them. I mean, I don't think it would make a huge difference if you did. I really don't. Garlic is, I got a pizza the other night. Take a look. It's still on the table right now. I'm drunk, I'm having a great time. All right, see the pizza box right there? All right. It's empty. But I got a nice pizza from Signori's. Here's the thing. So here, I'm thinking about making pizza, right? And I'm thinking about, like, this might cut off. I just want to be ready. If it cuts off, I'll do a part 2, just so you know, okay? Don't worry. So I did I'm thinking about making pizza, and so I ate that pizza the other night, and I'm thinking, I'm thinking like, does this have the crust that I want, and all this kind of stuff, and no, it doesn't. It did not have a fantastic crust. It was a wonderful pizza, I thought. Honestly, I did not regret spending money on it at all. It was good, but the crust, compared to Vito Lacapelli's crust in the video that I posted when I got the pizza that night, 2 nights ago, I think it was. I can't remember right now. 1 night ago, 2 nights ago. His crust is just amazing. It is light and fluffy, and it's just what you want for a pizza crust. It's fantastic. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that in there. And I like Vito because Vito is so excited about cooking like I am. And that is, that's when you're going to get good food, man. With someone that's excited about cooking, All right, second clove right there. I'm just gonna do this so that way I can get it done. I've showed you what I'm doing already. I'll just talk while I'm doing it, and that'll be that. And I'll not show you since I already showed you. I hope everybody is gearing up for a great holiday season. Last night I watched a movie that is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's called 29th Street with Anthony LaPaglia, but most of all, Danny Aiello. And Danny Aiello is fantastic in it. And it's just a wonderful movie. I cried in the movie a few times. I did. I think for the first time ever watching it. Because you know why? Because I don't have a family like that. And it pisses me off sometimes. It pisses me off, and it makes me feel love for those that do. And what I feel like is during this holiday season is that I've become my own Pesh family. And I do, and I'm glad about that. But I'll tell you something right now. For those of us that are healthy, I think one of the things that we really want in life is a family. I mean, I gotta tell you, because I thought about this. I thought about this earlier. I thought, well, I like drugs and I like sex, So what about that? And I thought about that, and I'm like, well, you know what? I do like drugs and I do like sex, but I want family love. I want family love. I want people that, you know what I mean? People that I can hug, and we can be in a house right now that I wasn't alone, and we're baking stuff, during the holidays. That's what I want. That's what I would love, It doesn't have anything to do, I'm going to tell you something, everybody likes drugs and sex. And what I mean by that is that even if you don't do drugs, my drug is methamphetamine, okay? I'm a speed addict. I've been a speed addict for 22 years. But if you don't do speed, maybe you drink, you smoke cigarettes, you drink a lot of coffee. And those are drugs. They're not as bad, they're not as heavy as those other drugs. but they're there, you know. And the thing is so I mean, like, what I'm saying is that we all kind of have our things, but that doesn't mutually exclude family. How I wish I had family. I really do. But if you don't, make it yourself. Okay? During this holiday season right now, we're baking shit. We are having a Christmas no matter what. I wish I had a dad. I wish I had a mom and stuff like that. But they are off in their own worlds doing their own fucking thing in their misery. But we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. We don't, and it makes me sad. It makes me cry. And I'm glad it makes me cry because it means I care. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to cry at all. It means you give a shit. I watched that movie last night and I fucking cried at the parts, you know, I mean, like where it was normal, like to have a fucking mom and a son and a mom and a dad and a son and a daughter and interacting the way they should be. All right, anyway, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cloves. Keep going. All right, that's 6 cloves. What I might do is, because those are big cloves, I might slice them up. I don't know yet. I want to say this, and I know it doesn't matter. I love you all. I do love you all. Even if Jack Ram, even if you're watching this, you shithead. You fucking shithead. I want to kill you, and I'm serious. I want to fucking kill you. Even you, motherfucker. I hope that you're at least gonna, you know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I have most feeling for you, Jack Ram? I have most feeling for your wife and your children because I don't know them, and I know that you're a scumbag, but I don't know about them. And they're little. First of all, you're little. I don't know about your wife. Maybe your wife is a fucking cunt too. I don't know. I have no idea. I think she is probably a little bit because she knows some of what you're doing. Some of it. She can figure it out. But your children, they don't know any better. They don't know any better. You know what I mean? All they want is a dad for Christmas, and you were doing what you were doing last night. Yeah, I fucking heard you. I fucking heard you. Aren't you proud of yourself, you fucking dirtbag? I heard you. It's December 17th, for Christ's sake. Okay? We have, what, 8 days till Christmas. And that's what you were doing. The fuck is wrong with you? Anyway. Alright. I don't want to get too, but that's the deal. This guy, I'm going to tell you right now, for those of you that don't know, I wasn't going to mention anything about this. Fucker was up on the roof last night dropping shit. Because I'm on the top floor, dropping shit on there to wake me up in the middle of the night. I swear to God, I shit you not. I shit you not. I didn't get up. What he was trying to do is this, because earlier in the night there was a noise, and I grabbed the broom and I fucking knocked on the roof, and I yelled out the window something like "fuck you, Gino! If you fucking keep this shit up, you're gonna go to jail." And then I did. See, that's what he was trying to do. He's trying to provoke me to do it again. I didn't. I was like, no, okay, yeah, whatever, do whatever you want. I went back to sleep. And I'm glad, see, what I wanted to do at least is to write something down. Excuse me, I'm drinking a little bit here, but I want to get all this in. I wanted to get all this down. I wanted to write it down. Now I don't have to write it down. Now it's in a video. I'm glad about that. Good. But no, there's something wrong with you, brother. There's something wrong with you. You should be home with your family. And you're not going to win. I'm going to win. You know why? Because I'm not a creep. That's why. And your kids deserve a better father than that. All right, I'm sorry to bring all that unpleasantness in, but like, you know, if you're following my YouTube channel, you know how it, and my Facebook page, you know how it goes. All right, so here we go. So let's go ahead and bust the rest of these out here right now. I love the way garlic smells, man. I'm a huge fan of garlic. I hope you are too. It is a wonderful scent. Okay, so boom. We only have a few more cloves to go here, and it is fun, which is awesome. I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited. I'm wondering how it's going to compare to the garlic bread in the store. If you've ever had that, the kind of garlic bread that doesn't have the spread on top, like for pasta, but the kind that has the cloves in it. So that's what we're doing right now. That's what we're going to be having right now. All right, so we have right. This is the holidays right here. You know, you hope you can do this with family, but you know, I just make the world my family or something. I don't know. You know, the Lord gives me grace to be able to do this stuff. One thing that makes me very, very happy is maybe you have a family. If you have a family right now, you're watching this, count your blessings, man. Count your blessings. And I mean, a family that loves you, and you love them, and you know that they care about you, and there's just, I think the older you get, the more you realize the value in that, you know? So don't forget it. Keep it in mind this holiday season. Keep it in mind as Christmas is coming up, because, you know, this is the time of year, man, you know, just, I don't know, as much as they might annoy you at times or whatever, if they're there for you and they're cook, you know what I mean? If holiday stuff is going on, count your lucky stars. That's what I say. All right. Now this, what I'm really pleased about is, honestly, I have peeled some garlic that has not come off this easy. And this garlic has really come clean, Isn't that wonderful? All right, it's come clean very quickly. Now, what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to not... You want to do that, Lord? Is that what you want to do? All right, so that's what we're going to do. And that is to not... Because some of these cloves are pretty large. But we're just going to put them all, we're not gonna double, you know what I mean? Cut them up double or anything like that. Cut them in half. We're just gonna put them in. And that's fine. And if we decide later, like, you know, wait, it would have been better if we did that, then we'll do it next time. That's quite all right. Okay, put that away. Woo. Tonight, after we do this, we're going to bake some more chocolate chip cookies. I may do that on video, I may not. the last chocolate chip cookies that I made came out fantastic and all from scratch. This is all from scratch here. Okay, so let me just show you. Those are all the peeled cloves of garlic. All right? They almost seem like they do want to be cut up again. What do you think? What do you think, Lord? We decided we're going to cut them in half again. Okay. Look at that. Whoa! Forgive me. I'm gonna rinse this off in the sink. My floor is clean. I just mopped and I just swept. But you know what? I mean, come on. All right. You got to do the right thing, right? We might slice up some of these a little bit more into quarters. Now some of these also have, okay, that's all right. They have a little bit of green in them. I'm not going to worry about that because I think it'll be fine. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Fantastic. Now with butter on this, this is going to be wonderful. This is going to be delicious. Okay, so here's what we have. Okay. Boom, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put this over here. Now here we go. Are we ready? Let's take a drink of margarita. How many minutes have we been going here? 28, 20, okay. If it cuts off again, part 2, don't worry. We're going to pour in a little bit of water here. Also, you know what I want to do? Clean this up here first. Well, we don't really have to because I'm not going to spread it out on here. Okay, that should be good. Here we go, okay? Put some water in, a little bit of water. I'm going to turn this camera over here a little bit. Here we go. All right. Now what we have here is you see it into like little dough pieces. If you don't have a hand mixer, you can do you can do a wooden spoon. Now it's starting to get into dough here. It's starting to get doughy. I'm going to put in a little bit more, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my hands now to mix this up. We want to make sure that all the dough and the flour is mixed up, okay? Or all the flour is mixed up in the dough, rather. Which it is not right now, okay? So I want to add more water. If it gets sticky, we add more. Remember, I said we add more. Turn up a little bit higher. Woo! That's even a workout. Oh, sorry, the battery went low. That's even a workout. Let me plug my phone in, okay? Because that way we don't run out of battery. So there we go. Plug in. Plug. Oh, well, all right. So hold on. Let me go ahead and do there. Boom. Okay. All right. So here we are. We have our dough, and it's wet. It's a little bit wet now, okay? Because I added a little bit, not too much water, but well, in a way, too much, because we have to add now some flour, right? So, but what I'm going to do before we do that is we're adding in all the cloves of garlic, okay? is a lot of cloves of garlic. Holy shit. All right. There's going to be a lot of, wow, there's going to be a lot of garlic in there. I'm going to take my knife here. I'm going to take off some of the dough. I hope that all of this gets in one video. I really do. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Now, I have a lot of dough on here, but you know what I'm gonna do? Here. To make this quick, I'm gonna rinse my hands. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of dough, of white flour in there. And we'll go from there. All right. This is white flour. Give me, come on, give me. It's over here. I'll be right back. I feel like a woman. It feels like a dress, and it feels like you know what I mean, an apron and a dress. I'm glad, you know what? Women are great. Women are fantastic. I'm a big fag, and I still think women are great. Okay. Maybe that's why, I don't know. Everyone feels women are great. Aren't women great? Cheers for women right now. Not all women. Some women are cunts. But you know, cheers for those awesome women that are not cunts, right? And I just heard all of the women in the world that are not cunts just go, yeah, fuck yeah, all right. All right. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna mix this up. This will be, okay, there we go. Now we go. This is good. This is good. This is good. Yeah. Cook in there. Cooking is one of the most enjoyable things in the world. I'm going to put in also some rosemary right now. I have rosemary here, whole rosemary. All right, we're going to put some of that in. Rosemary is just wonderful. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Here we go. There we go. Okay. And now I'm going to use my hands again because I have, I think, let's see, enough dough in there not to get too sticky. Wow. Holy moly. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. Wait till you see this rise by tomorrow. It's going to be, I'm going to show you right now in my hands what we're looking at here. This is what we have. This is bread dough. Oh, it smells awesome. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just mixing it up because I want to be able to mix up the rosemary. All right. 2 cloves of garlic fell on my clean floor, but I'm going to rinse them here. I probably, you know what? I probably wouldn't if you weren't watching on camera because the floor is clean. All right, but, and they're gonna bake. It's gonna bake at 350 degrees for at least 30 minutes. It's gonna be fine, okay? Really, and I just mopped my floor. because I'm very, very concerned with cleanliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So, all right. All right, so this fell out here. Boom. Now tomorrow, oops, it fell out again. Boom. Okay? Now here's the deal. Here's our dough ball. And now it's just going to go in here. It's clean enough not to leave our hands fucked up. I'm very excited about this. I am so excited. This means tomorrow at about 5 in the morning, we're going to make bread at Baker's Times. Okay, now let's go ahead and wash our hands here with this. And then what we're going to do, if you're in a very especially a cold climate, it's cold here in South San Francisco. I put the bread in the oven overnight. This is what I do. Sometimes. Well, I'm saying sometimes. I might not do it tonight. I might leave it out and see how it does on its own without. You know what I mean? Because I also have some baking to do as well. Now here's what we're going to do. You need to store this in an airtight environment. And you put, what you do is you put cling wrap over it, okay? It sounds like it's farting. All right. Here you go. 1, 2. So now, and this is going to be neat. Okay, so here's our bread dough, and it's going to sit outside. It's not going to be chilled. It's going to sit out on the counter overnight. We're going to put the time on here. It is 5:46 p.m. So that means by last time my bread was ready in 10 hours. So that means it might be ready at 3:46 a.m. Depends if I'm up. If I'm not up, you can leave it out to like 18 hours. Okay? So anyway, so let's say a prayer. For these and all his mercies, God's holy name be blessed and praised. And Lord, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. I want to encourage you to bake your own bread and to do your own baking, because it's a lot of fun. And that's it. It's very simple. I mean, here you go. Our bread for tomorrow is right done already. Okay? I love you all. And remember to brush your teeth, to floss, and to say your prayers. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.